Kaepernick horrified when he saw what 80 pissed-off vets just lit the sky with after he insulted their service. Just when we hoped the Kaepernick whine fest would die from our newsfeed, the unemployed third-string quarterback does something else to hurl him back into the spotlight. Several days ago he took a swipe at patriotic Americans everywhere, bashing former NFL fans of falsely using their patriotism to dismiss his stand against police brutality. Now a group of angry military veterans have finally had enough of the disrespect they continue to witness, and the epic way they're sending a clear message to Kaepernick and his peanut gallery of whiny fans will leave you cheering. Despite being just an all-around crappy football player who led the 49ers team to a historic franchise loss last year, Kaepernick still wants to blame everyone for his woes in life, where he's been occupied lately peddling the ridiculous nonsense that the NFL is being discriminatory against him because he's black, despite the fact that over 70% of NFL players are black. If that wasn't enough insanity to last a lifetime, Kaepernick just came out bashing veterans and patriotic Americans several days ago, calling them all racists for intentionally missing the point of these ongoing protests. There's a lot of racism disguised as patriotism in this country and people don't like to address that, and they don't like to address what the root of this protest is, Kaepernick whined. As a perfect response to Kaepernick's latest tantrum, a local chapter of the veteran group American Legion decided to hold a bonfire in Kaepernick's honor, where a whopping 80 NFL jerseys went up in flames behind their small brick building. NJ.com reported. On a Saturday in early October, about 80 NFL jerseys went up in flames behind a small, brick building on a quiet street in Rahway. Outside the local American Legion post, members had gathered to send the message that NFL players have been wrong to kneel during the pre-game national anthem in protest of racial discrimination and police brutality. While our men and women were over there fighting, at war, they were waving a flag. They're fighting for the flag, the Post's commander, Randy Wall, said Wednesday. And to me, serving our country, the flag is sacred to me. Wall, an Army veteran who served in the Vietnam War, said he supports players' right to protest discrimination. He just wishes they would do it at a different time. I know there's a lot of police brutality, a lot of prejudiced people out there, a lot of stuff, Wall said. But I'm just saying where they did it and how they did it, that was the whole problem with us. NFL players' protests during the national anthem began last year, when then San Francisco 49ers quarterback Colin Kaepernick sat, and later kneeled, to protest police brutality against people of color. The movement has gained steam this season, with 22 players demonstrating this week. The American Legion post in Rahway first stopped showing NFL games at its club when increasing numbers of players began kneeling this season, but they decided to go a step further after Wall read about someone else burning jerseys. He said they called the October 7th jersey burning the Veterans Rally, and about 100 Post members and their families came out with whatever jerseys they had, regardless of whether the corresponding players were kneeling during the national anthem. A self-described die-hard Giants fan, Wall said he wanted the jersey burning to suggest that people should stop buying NFL apparel or going to games. He blames the NFL organization, not the players, for letting the protests happen on the field. This isn't the only surprise that veterans around the country have planned for these oppressed whiny millionaire athletes. For this coming Veterans Day on November 11th, massive NFL blackouts are being planned all around the country, where veterans are determined to send a clear message to the NFL that this type of disgusting behavior will no longer be tolerated in our country. Conservative Tribune has more. As the NFL continues to become mired in problems related to players protesting the national anthem, fans are letting the league know where they stand. The Facebook group Boycott the NFL calls for a boycott of all NFL games on Veterans Day weekend, November 11th, to show support for the flag, anthem and veterans. Veterans Day is on a Saturday, and the group is encouraging fans to not watch any football games that Sunday or Monday. The group also asked fans not to purchase NFL merchandise over the weekend. We will not be watching or listening to NFL games on November 12th in solidarity with veterans around the country, as football players have continued to disrespect the national anthem, the American flag, and everything our nation stands for, the group's page stated. According to the group's page, 10,000 people have already said they would take part in this event. Until millionaire football players stop protesting the national anthem of the United States, we'll be here, it states on the page. This move on the part of the veteran community no doubt has the NFL in a panic. Unless the NFL wakes up quickly to the unfortunate fact that it's their fans who keep their profits rolling in, this liberal-infested organization stands to lose billions this season if things keep deteriorating at this pace. Thank you for watching this video. What do you think about this? Share this on Facebook and Twitter along with your comments.